Joining me now is Edmunds Director of Insight, Ivan Drury. Ivan, thanks so much for joining us. So nearly half of all cars sold in the U.S. are imported. How quickly do you think the prices are going to start to go up on them?
I mean, you're already going to start seeing vehicles that are technically on dealer lots, no tariffs in place, have stronger pricing, right? You'll see less flexibility right off the bat. Incentives, they last the entire month, but again, those will start to dwindle down as well. So,
Well, I thought, Ivan, that these dealers all had like 60 days worth of supply, like cars parked in the warehouse waiting to be sold. That's not true?
no, this is true. The problem is that once this has become for real, right? We finally seen the EO sign. Now it becomes a reality. Those vehicles, even though they don't have tariffs in place, they're worth more. Because the moment we start having this weird mix of tariff vehicles and non-tariff vehicles, some dealer lot like at a 50-50 split, some to 70-30, we're going to see the pricing become very strong all around. Right? It doesn't even matter if it's a vehicle that technically has little to no tariffs on it. You'll see that when you have everyone else who has higher prices, you become more rigid yourself. What's the point of you giving up price at this point?
Right. That's profit. It's not just imported cars. Cars that are made here in the U.S. use parts that are imported and therefore will be tariffed. 60% of car parts in this country are imported. Elon Musk, who's, Trump's bestie, himself posted on social media today, quote, "The cost impact is not trivial." We're not talking small hikes in prices here.
No, that is 100% true. And anybody that thinks they can insulate themselves from any impact from this, you're dead wrong. I mean, literally, this will be across the board. It won't be even across the board, but the problem is it will be across the board. You can look up to see where a vehicle's final assembly is. You can see where the engine comes from, where the transmission comes from, other parts, components. But I guarantee you, you're not going to see 100% across the board US made. You can go directly to the American Automobile Labeling Act, download that PDF, and you will not find a vehicle that is 100% American. You can try, but the problem is they're so far and few between. They're also going to fit your criteria, even if you get closer and closer to 100% American, 80% American. And that's the thing. It's going to take so much time, right? It's going to be something that taxes our system, our automotive ecospace, for so long before we can actually see the benefits that should come with these high tariffs.
Yeah, I was just going to ask that because it sounds great. Bring back American manufacturing, give the American worker a factory job. But there's no guarantee that those factories are just sitting there waiting for to open the doors tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. And those assembly lines are all ready to go and start doing what they were doing or are doing right now in Canada or Mexico. And on top of that, the future is automation. The future is AI. The future are assembly lines that don't have any human beings at all.
Right. This is almost like a band-aid solution. If we look so far down the road till we get to the point where like, hey, look, what's the true end result? Well, it's going to be robots and AI, right? But the interim, it's going to take a long time. It's going to take decades for us to really get there. The problem is, even for this stopgap solution of bringing in jobs from across the border to the States, that's going to take years as well. Even if we say we shut off vehicle production in other countries and only build the ones that are mostly American, you're not going to be building vehicles that every American wants. I mean, really, it is so like bifurcated and fractured every which way when you look at automotive, where vehicles, even if it's the same model, it could be built in multiple locations. So you can
Yeah.
go to the dealership and make assumptions, and that's where it gets really dangerous, right? People go in with no information or little information or assumed information and think, oh, this vehicle has no tariffs. Well, guess what? F-150, it might be assembled in America, plenty of Mexican and Canadian parts.
Yeah, Europe and Canada are already vowing to fight back. The Canadian Prime Minister said today it's clear that the U.S. is no longer a reliable trading partner. Germany is going to be particularly impacted by this. President Trump said in an early morning tweet that if Europe and Canada fight back, he'll put even higher tariffs on imported cars and car parts. What does all this mean for anybody who is thinking about buying themselves a new car?
I think for anybody who's in the market casually, they're going to drop out. A lot of people, as funny as this sounds, like you mentioned earlier, we like cars in America. So you see a new one, you see a new color, there's a redesign, a new launch, you just like it. You don't
We love
truly need
our cars.
I know. I'm like, this is one of the greatest things we have, right? It's American Pie. It's like baseball. It's everything. It's part of our culture. But the problem is, now you're gonna get people saying, "Look, doesn't matter how nice that new vehicle looks in the driveway. I would love to have something different, but I literally can't afford it. The only people in the market are going to be for true replacement where they've had complete mechanical failures, whether it be complete engine or transmission dropouts, 7, 10, $15,000 bills to repair, might as well buy new, or people that have a total loss situation with an accident. And
Yeah.
here's the worst part. You have no time to research when these things happen in your life.
No, it's going to happen fast. All right, Ivan, thank you. It's a little depressing, but all of that and the reason that casual car buyers are dropping out, that is why automotive stocks plunged today. Stock market did not like the news of this car tariff. We shall see. Thanks, Ivan. Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.